trooper school
That's
of
what
shooting,
I'm saying.
because they couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. This is why I said, like, they were saying that one of them should have died. It should have been Rembrandt. That would have been the cruel irony, I think. But we didn't get that.
So nobody dies.
No, they were fine. Except, again, Rembrandt had his arm cut.
They run out. He's starting to, like... You see him, like, he's fucking terrified, because, you know, he's a gang member, but he's a kid.
He's the paint guy.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't get into this
Like,
shit.
all he did was write a W on a headstone.
Yeah. Like, this is what he's there to spray paint shit. He's the tagger. He doesn't actually do things.
And this is where they find out, like, oh, we've been being hunted all night.
Yeah, like, this is what's going on.
There's a reason why.
Yeah. They thought they were just running into people's territory. No, they're being hunted. So they're like, what the fuck? Because I guess no one told them.
So we need to find the guys. Mm-hmm. So Swan is followed by unknown gang member. All I can gather was they're called the Punks.
Yes.
The guy is in striped shirts and overalls. Yeah. Some of them are on roller skates. One or two of them. He knows he's being followed. Yeah. And Mercy goes up to him going, that guy's following me. Like, I
know that. Now they know I know.
So thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. But in the best timing ever, the rest of the Warriors show up. And he just sort of, like, they nod at each other like, yes, look, go.
Well, they see Cowboy and Snow, and they're like, well, where's the rest of them?
Yeah. And it's like, uh-oh.
Ajax got caught. We don't know where Swan is. They eventually find Swan.
Yeah.
They all notice that Fox is obviously not with them, like, just like, oh, fuck.
Like, Jesus, all right.
Then they're all clued in, okay, we're being hunted.
Yeah.
So we're being hunted right now.
Mm-hmm. Like that asshole.
So Swan points at, like, does a little head nod towards the men's bathroom. Mm-hmm. They all go in. Mercy's like, it's a men's room. Are you kidding me?
Get in here.
Get in here. Like the one good solid joke the whole movie. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Get in here.
You wanted to fuck in a subway tunnel, and this bothers you?
So they all go in. Clearly all go into the stalls.
Yes.
Not a very big bathroom.
No.
Punks know they're in the stalls. Open the stalls, spray paint in the eyes, they all crash through.
And it's rumble time.
Have just a fucking down and dirty fight in a dirty-ass New York subway bathroom.
It gets fucked up and
bats and weapons, and people go through stall doors, and just, oof.
Mirrors and fucking everything gets fucked up.
And once again, the Warriors are victorious. Mm-hmm. And they stumble out.
Yeah. They're like, well, that fucking blew. All right, let's move on.
We get an unknown gang member at the Rifts. Mm-hmm. And it is implied he knows who really shot Cyrus, because he's just like, oh, because he wants a report. Messiah wants a report.
Yeah.
Well, nothing yet. Mm-hmm. But we have someone here you need to talk to. He says he saw who shot Cyrus.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was 900 people there. I would assume somebody else saw it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the Warriors are finally on the actual train to Coney Island.
Yeah.
They run into what I assume are kids coming from a prom or some sort of dance.
Yeah, I guess it's a prom, but I mean, in all fairness, it could also just be, it was disco night.
Yeah.
You know?
Although there was corsages involved.
That's true.
Why.
That's true.
So they all sit down, two normal-looking couples in, like, disco outfits or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they look over and they see a beat-up Swan and a beat-up Mercy. And they're just like, oh, we got on the wrong train, guys.
But one thing I love... And this was great. Hair? Is that basically? So Mercy's looking at them, and she's like clearly dirty and everything like that. And they're looking at her shoes and everything like that, and she's dirty. So she starts fixing her hair, and Swan pulls her hand down, like, "Don't fucking kowtow to these assholes." And then he just fucking stares a hole at them. And sure enough, the next stop they're like, "So is that get out here?" Yeah.
It's not she wants to look presentable for the guys.
No, it was she wanted to fix herself because they're clearly judging them. So she wanted to fix herself, and he just sort of goes, no, you don't fucking do that.
We're fine the way we are.
Because that's where the corsage thing comes in later. That's him going, like, you're worth it.
Well, they rush out, drop a corsage, he picks it up. Yeah. As they're getting off the train in Coney Island, he gives it to her. Mm-hmm. And in his tough guy kind of way, it's just like, I don't like
seeing things go to waste.
So here you go. But she knows, like, you like me. Get out of here, you bastard. So, the Warriors... are walking, and they see the car. They see the Rogue's car.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay.
Here we go.
So they start gathering weapons. I mean, Swan already has a switchblade he got off the Punks. I think they literally grab whatever they can.
They literally, like, one of them grabs a fucking rebar off of the underside of a
pier.
Like a pier, and somebody grabs a board with a nail in it out of the wall. Like, it's just... And I'm like,
somebody grabs a leg of a table that was broken.
I'm like, aren't you fucking guys home? Can't you find something? Like, don't you have weapons stashed somewhere?
This is where we get the iconic bottle rattling. Warriors come out to play.
And it goes on.
Well, you hear...
The bottle sound goes on forever.
You hear the bottle rattling for a good minute and change.
Yeah.
And that's when he starts talking. And he does it about 4 or 5 times, increasingly manic and high-pitched. And and it gets like...
insane.
Ooh.
And you're just like, oh, shit. Like, shit's on now.
We're going to get him out to the beach, and we're going to just handle it.
Yeah.
So they run off into the beach. Obviously, they can't follow in cars, so they run onto the beach. It is now morning time.
Yeah.
They are clearly disheveled.
Yeah. And again, why has no one called the rest of the Warriors? How come no one's just been like, hey, guys, this is what's going down. Help us.
I don't know.
It's so strange.
It's one of those, it's like the cab thing.
Yeah.
Because that would be too easy.
Yeah, they don't think about it.
So he looks at the ocean, and he has this dialogue of just like, when we look at the ocean, we know we're home, we're safe.
Yeah, but this is also before he's literally shit on the town.
Yeah.
Because he's like...
Yeah, this is right after going, this is what we fought all night
to get back to, this shithole. And it's like, oh, and then that's when Mercy's just like, well, we can go, I like traveling. Where you been? Well, nowhere, but I think I'd like it.
So, he's like, this time you're wrong. Pulls out the gun, and you're dead. And he fires, and once again, he fires point blank into a group of now, 8 people? Because it's 9 gang members minus 2, but plus 1 because of Mercy.
Yep.
Hey, I know math. 8 people.
Yeah, and no one gets
hits. Nobody.
No one.
Gets the fucking switchblade into the arm.
Yeah.
Clear through the arm, by the way.
Yeah.
Fucking ew.
How fast did he throw that goddamn knife?
Woo!
Yeah.
And then David Patrick Kelly fucking sells it like a champ. Just, I love it. He pulls the knife out.
Yeah.
Grabs his hair. Wipes his own blood off Luther's hair.
Which is badass.
Puts it back. This is where the entire riff gang... and I do like it. I do like it every time. Riffs. Yeah, right. Okay.
All right.
There's like 100 of these dudes.
And they fucking surround
And they march up.
Yeah.
And they fucking square up to Swan first, going, you guys are real tough.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're the best.
Yeah, he's like, you guys are good. We're the best. And then they're kind of like, all right, bitch,
okay,
chill out.
Enough of you.
Yeah.
We know who really killed them. Killed Cyrus.
Yeah.
And then we see Luther cowering.
And he's like, no, it was the Warriors. That begging is incredible.
And then he literally goes, you can go. We get the rest. And then he moves the sea of gentlemen. And the Warriors are like, okay, good day to you, sir. And then they walk out.
Enjoy.
And we get Luther screaming, no, as like it is obvious that him and the rest of the rogues are
dead.
Dead. Super dead.
D-E-D dead.
Yeah, they get beaten to death. And I love it. All they get is a sorry from the DJ.
Yeah.
She just goes, sorry about that. All I can do is play a song. I'm like, fuck you.
Bitch, you've been making this difficult all night.
I did the wrong math. It was actually 7. Because of Cleon.
Right. Yeah,
I'm not good at math.
They started with 8. No, you would expect 9 because the idea was 9. So you forget Cleon because he didn't last long.
So, 2 people died. Someone's get arrested. He ain't coming back.
Yeah.
We are covered in blood and scars.
Yeah.
And dirt.
Yes.
But you're going to play in the city by the Eagles, so thanks.
Because, first of all, fuck the Eagles. Second of all, no, it's not. I don't think anyone likes the Eagles.
That's not true.
I know, but I still don't understand because their Eagles' Greatest Hits is the best-selling album of all time, and I've never met anyone who likes the Eagles. So you figure it out.
This song's okay.
I don't like it.
In the city, it's okay.
I'm not a fan. It also is a weird end to this movie.
It is a weird song to end because of like you get the entire score of like this hardcore rock. Now some of it like nowhere to run to bait. There's a little bit of upbeat music, but it's weird to end
the
movie
weird
that was this dark and gritty on
the Eagles.
Somewhere out on the horizon.
Yeah, it's just
and they're like on the beach.
And they're frolicking.
They're literally jumping in the water.
Like,
Yippee!
Like, I'm sorry, you are not a hardcore gang if you're frolicking.
You are covered in blood and scars. You are not frolicking on the beach because, number one, those scars are open, and I'm not sure that
salt water.
Yeah, so I'm not sure that water's good for your wound because A, salt water, and B, I don't think that water's clean.
It's not.
So, either way, credits.
Yeah.
It's still one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's a great movie.
Still my favorite movie of the 70s period. It's a 10 out of 10.
Not for me.
10 out of 10. Can you dig it? What's your rating?
I'm giving it a 9. I just like doing things like that.
That was another thing. I loved it. He's just like, his whole explanation of just like, I like doing things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had no real reason of doing it other than he wanted to do it.
The Joker.
Yeah.
But speaking of Luther, he is my MVP.
Oh, me too.
The funny thing is, this David Patrick Kelly is like in this movie for, I think, grand total 10 minutes.
Yeah, and steals the whole goddamn show.
10, 11 minutes tops.
Yeah.
He's in the beginning. We have him at the
He's got
store,
a couple interstitials.
The gas station.
Mm-hmm. And then
here.
Yeah.
He's in this movie for 10, 11 minutes.
Yeah. But
and every scene he's in, he's magic.
He steals it. It's basically like, oh, I'm going to be in this scene. Well, this is mine.
And it's one of those things where it's his first movie.
Yeah. And he's just incredible in it. He's fan-fucking-tastic. The movie's great. If you haven't seen it, don't listen to us. Go watch it because, it's that fucking awesome. Not my favorite movie from the 70s. There's a handful of others. We'll get there someday.
We covered one of them.
We did. But we'll get to more. But, yeah, it's a fantastic fucking movie. I highly recommend it. Just go.
But speaking
of
Walter Hill.
Oh, boy.
We kind of planned / not planned a Walter Hill double feature.
Yeah. And if by planned you mean we made a decision last week?
Shut up!
No.
No one knows that. Shut up.
It's better that way.
Don't give away the secrets.
It's better if we're playing by the seat of our pants, because clearly we're two yahoos talking into a phone. We don't have shit together.
It's a dog and pony show.
Right?
Truly is. Next week, we go way back to June 1st, 1984, for the Walter Hill rock and roll action movie.
Musical?
A rock and roll fable, if you will. Streets of Fire.
I gotta tell you, when you texted me the image, I'd never even heard of this shit before. Now, because I've got a couple weeks of craziness coming up, I did the notes for this already, and I've still never seen this movie. I'm previewing it right now that this might be my favorite movie. This sounds
checks all the boxes.
Insane. It's a weird action movie set in like a strange ass, mystical, quasi-futuristic, but yet not fucking weird ass thing, and it's a fucking musical on top of it, and I do happen to like musicals quite a bit. I might love this movie, or I'm gonna fucking hate it. I'm not sure which one's going to happen.
Black and white,
I'm pretty confident, based on what I know about this movie, I'm going to love it, or I'm going to think this is the worst piece of shit I've ever seen. I'm hoping that I love it, but you never know.
So stay tuned for that.
Yes.
That'll be next week.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get out of here for this week.
Yes.
You were Steve.
You were Justin.
And we're way back and gone.
Come out to play.